Hello, beautiful people. It's officially that time of year again. I can finally go out in the daylight. That's right. Fall has come, or autumn, and I can now be out at times when the sun is up. The temperatures have finally dropped to a reasonable point. For those who are unaware, I do have a condition called bullous phemogoid, and also a condition that goes by POTS. Both of those affect my tolerance to heat and cold, and with my problems with my neurodivergent problems, everything from ADHD, ASD, and all the way down to narcolepsy. They all affect my ability to control my internal temperature. So, with the combination, it makes any temperature over 24 degrees or about 75 very, very dangerous for me. It can cause me not only to faint and get violently ill, but also to break out in horrible sores. And so it's finally cool enough, and I'm out walking the doggy. So pardon me while I pause. Sorry about that, but you know, doing the responsible thing and cleaning up after your animals is good. So anyhow, this has been a very difficult couple of weeks for me. It's actually been a very difficult month for me, but finally rounding the corner, and I'm hoping that next month will be a much better experience for me. As a person who grew up in trauma and narcissistic abuse and neglect and child abuse, it's a wonder that I have ever been able to maintain a relationship at all, healthy or unhealthy. Most of my friendships don't last very long. About 4 years is average before there's a misunderstanding and they stop talking to me. Usually I don't know why. I'm starting to figure it out now because, well, I'm learning. I'm learning about me and how my brain works and how others have perceived me because of how my brain works. And I don't blame them for misunderstanding me. I don't blame them for disappearing. But it does make for a very lonely life. And I have had a lot of relationships, most of them lasting quite a long period of time. I don't do short relationships, I do long term. Many of those relationships were quite toxic. I'm in my first healthy relationship. Have been for about 8 years. But after about 3 years, that started to feel like we were just friends, living beside each other. I have been trying to find some sort of common interest, some sort of thing to reconnect us, because what we used to do together has been near impossible as my narcolepsy progressed. My sudden bouts of sleep and cataplexy of my hands causing me to lose control of them randomly. It makes gaming hard. And as I realized what my ex put me through, it made role-playing hard. It made rolling dice uncomfortable. We're seeing a couples therapist now, every week. We've only had 2 sessions, but he says each time we go, he feels more and more like there's not a lot of hope for us. I wish I could say I disagreed, but I don't. In my heart of hearts, I truly feel like I'm living with my best friend. And while that may not sound like a terrible thing, it feels like it when they have become only a best friend. It's hard sometimes to be me, to feel like everything is my fault. Because this time it is. I'm the one who changed. I'm the one who's different. I'm the one who's not who I used to be. Discovering my truth, that was painful. But it helped me find my true self. My true self isn't much different than the old me. Just a little less chipper and jolly. I don't know how that happened. I still love my fairy gardens, and I still like to decorate and be artistic, but I'm not the same me. I don't want the same things that I used to. That's not true. The problem is I want them more. All I ever wanted to be in life was a mother. Everybody has always known that about me. Then I became disabled and I thought, okay, unlikely. But I have support. I have a person who cares about me. Maybe we'll beat the odds. And then I found out my true odds. They weren't slim to none. They were 0 at best. So I gave up that dream because I thought I had to. Recently I found out that I don't have to completely give up the dream of motherhood. But when he found out I couldn't have kids, he breathed a sigh of relief because, in truth, he never wanted them. It's become a bit of a deal breaker for both of us. So now, looks like the healthiest relationship I've ever had in my life is ending. Because I have new adventures. I have travels. And I have people who need me. and still to this day, all I've ever wanted to be. I will be. I will be a mother. But not here. So I apologize for my absence.